Okay, maybe you can hear me better now. Hopefully that news segment you were able to hear. So, yeah, should be able to hear now. Better. Sorry about that. Okay, we will start with this guy here. Just gonna go ahead and pull this off. Sounds like somebody riding a dirt bike out there. Sometimes these clips are hard to work with here, but we'll get it. Yeah, so I went out once this week. Unfortunately, only got one ride in. But it was Mother's Day. I needed to spend the day here with my wife and my kids and stuff. So, but yeah, it was a. Oh yeah, see, look, that just ripped. I mean, I am pulling on it a ton, but yeah, the ride was fun. We kind of went up where we were having all that fun the other day, but just a little different area, and it was a little more flat, which was a little bit of a bummer. But went up, and then we found a little bit of a steeper area, and I just got super stuck. There was like a little bit of a wall, and I came up the wall and just buried my sled in that, and then was like, hey Brad, I'll video you doing some stuff. So I walked over, videoed Brad doing some lines. I think you've seen Brad in videos. Should have seen Brad in videos. Anyways, then I walked back over. I was digging my sled out. Brad was trying to get over to help me out. He finally made it over to help me out, and I was out, so he didn't end up having to help me. But he came over, and then I rode a line and got a little stuck again. I got kill switched by a tree right after I took off. Let me grab a wire cutters. Anyways, so I got kill switched. I tried to make the line. Snow is a little slippery. Anyway, that's an excuse. I just spun out. And I'm gonna use scissors, I think, to cut this fuel line. Anyways, so I went to take off and just buried it, or just washed out. Anyway, so I got these Milwaukee scissors. They are real tough. They cut a lot of stuff, so I like them a lot. Use those to cut this. Now we have our hose we're gonna put on here. I am going to start out by putting this on, so we don't have to get it all the way down and then put it on. And then we're gonna see if this is big enough. I don't think it's big enough for this line. These are not big enough. So, gonna go over here. Hopefully I have some. I think I do. I'll have something that will work, but over here on this side of the shop, so we got to go over here. I thought my hose clipped. Yep, there we go. Hose clamps. So, anyway, so I'm spun out on the side of this hill. It's fairly steep, not crazy, but fairly steep. And Brad's like, man, I really want to try that line behind you. So I was like, all right, man, do it. And so he gets up and going, and you kind of saw on that video, or on the news segment, he ran into me a little bit. So yeah, anyways, it was exciting. It wasn't as, sometimes you think, oh man, this stuff is gonna be so hard to get out of, and then it ends up not being a big deal. That's gonna go in there easy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on since I have the screw on ones. And I feel like they're not as hard to get over the little bump on here. Okay. You just open them up, it's about the same either way. So drop one on here. And again, I'm just replacing this hose on here just so that I don't run into a problem with this. Is where fuel starts leaking next. So I'm just trying to do everything to keep the fuel from leaking. I'm dropping this guy on, sticking this little plug in. Yeah, because I have some ideas with this sled that hopefully pan out. See if I can actually get anybody to go riding with me that wants to do this stuff. So we will see. Anyway, so now I'm just tightening these on. And then we'll do that one real quick and we'll throw these on the sled and see if she'll start. Okay, so this one is done. Yeah, as I was saying, like I think that sometimes you get stuck and you think, oh man, this is gonna be the worst to get out of this. And sometimes the worst looking stucks aren't actually all that bad. You can come out of them fairly easy. But I don't know if you just saw my report the other day of me and Tony riding up American Fork Canyon, and we were stuck there for like 2 hours. It was rough. We weren't stuck near each other. Well, somewhat near each other, like near enough we could yell at each other and the other guy would hear. But anyway, so it took us. We were stuck there for like I said, like 2 hours. It felt like, and then I got out, and then Tony got out, and then we went and had dinner. That was a video from a while ago, but the stuck didn't look that bad when I got stuck. So right now I'm just kind of, this is in there hard. I'm not trying to save this hose, so I'm just gonna kind of cut away real carefully so that I can save this thing. So it just makes room for this plug to move. Okay, so that is out. Oh, that's got a bunch of junk on it. That might come up and get in our carburetor. Okay, so pop these off. I'm just gonna take my wire cutters, kind of put them at the bottom of this and just kind of pinch and push up. I'm not like going to cut, I'm just taking up the slack in there and then pushing up. I'm not like trying to cut this. It's just lightly doing that. Find a clean spot on this rag. Okay, then I'll just again use this for a measurement, just rough. It doesn't have to be exact, I don't think. Actually, you probably don't want it too long because it might hit the bottom of the belly pan. That would have to be really long. Anyways, I just measured it. And then we'll push this on. Okay, so we got that on. Now we'll put the hose clamps back on. You know what, I might, yeah, actually, I'm gonna go grab a socket for this and a ratchet, just to make it go a little faster. If I have a socket that small. I do. So, yeah, we'll slip this guy on. Yeah, and talking about like stucks and bad stucks not being as bad as they look. Brad had kind of fallen into a tree. His sled had fallen into a tree well. Okay. Yeah, that worked good. Drop this other one on. And this. Brad had kind of slipped into a tree well earlier before I had my big stuck. In fact, he got stuck, and then the line after that's the one where I got stuck real bad. But it looked like it was really bad. But his sled literally came out in a couple minutes. Just because, like, if you think about how you're stuck in the situation, you can kind of just move them around. So, I mean, it's not always that way, but just threw the back end around and came out. I just liked how snug this got these. So I'm just going to tighten these two up just a hair with this. Okay. These guys are done. So let me turn you a little bit. Okay. We will do this carburetor first. Okay, so first things first, we need to find the fuel line. Actually, that's not interesting. But we will stick the fuel line on, hook it up to this boot here. I'm trying to decide which side. All right, so we will hook it up to this. You know what? No. Fuel line is not on first. We'll stick the carburetor in so we can kind of turn it to the side a bit. Yeah. All right. Okay. That is on. Now we can decide where this little hose on the bottom goes. And it's going to go, there we go. Perfect. Now we'll hook up the fuel line and our slides. A little more straight up and down. What is the right slide? I don't know if it really matters for this thing, but slide is on. Hook up the choke here. That's what these other cables are, and they just, this is kind of like a little bolt. Now this coil's kind of giving us some trouble here. Okay. Maybe I'll bring the phone over a little closer here and kind of see a little bit more what's going on. All right, kind of wrap this on here. Actually, I'm going to flip this around. Okay. Oh, it does not like that angle, I guess. There we go. There you can kind of see more. Okay, now that, all right. Okay, so you should be able to see a little better now what's going on. Okay, so this is the choke cable. Okay, choke cable, fuel line, slide. Next carburetor, we will put in, then we'll tighten everything up. Okay, that carburetor is on. You grab a screwdriver and just tighten up these two clamps. Well, Phillips. I like to push them so it's like an easy on-off type deal. Oh, I started test fitting the starter on this guy. See if we can get it to work. Found it. So I thought, a starter might be really nice to have on this, since it's a not like a performance sled, right? Okay, those are tightened. So now we'll put the slide in. Now you'll see on the slide has kind of a long strip on the side, and then a short one there. So the short one goes, you can tell because like it won't drop in, it only will go in one way. Oh man. All right. So they also have this like spring that hooks to that. It goes in there. So turn it. So kind of just compress the spring. Put it so there's this little plate in there. It's just being a real stinker. Okay, you want to open it. Sorry, this is kind of hard to do and show. Okay, so see how that hole is wide open there? So we get this cable, we drop it into there, hopefully. Okay, that is in. And then okay, that's over. And then this spring drops down into this hole. Okay. And then this goes down into here. Sorry, my hands are in the way. Okay. Let me tighten this on here. Okay. That's on. Then we will put these fuel lines on, and I'm going to grab a pair of pliers right behind us here. Okay. Pliers. And we will that on and hook that on. Okay, those are on now. We just need to hook up the final choke cable. So that just drops into there, like that. And then you kind of just have to Sometimes you have to lift this up so it'll spin, not just twist the cable. Okay, grab the wrench. It's metric. Yeah. This 12 is working real good. I just want to tighten this down. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to tighten this on here. Okay. All right. So, I mean, honestly, these breathers are just broken off. I don't probably one day fix all that. But right now, let's just see if we can get it started. I don't think I have anything to drain this old gas into. Let me I'll try running on that. I'm going to set you up over here. This is probably going to shake around a lot and knock this camera off. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, now maybe we'll go straight here onto our crane. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to give it a little bit of starting fluid just because, I don't know, I don't really want to pull on this thing forever just to fill up the carburetor bowls. So, key is on. Choke is off. Okay. Actually, before I do this doesn't have a tether, so I'm just going to be ready to hit the kill switch if it starts going. So, yeah. Wow. Put on the choke a little bit. You know what? Let's give her a little more. A little carburetor or a little choke. Put the choke on. Full choke. No choke. Come on. Oh, come on. I wish there was like a way to know if there's fuel in it. I guess I could crack one of those drain plugs, but all right, well, let's pull a little bit more. Do half choke here to see if that helps anything. And I wish I had that electric start hooked up. Choke. Well, I was hoping it would start a little faster. Now, we'll give it one more shot with this. And then maybe we'll see if there's any gas in the bowls, and then maybe it's just super bad gas and you need to drain it out. Oh, what was that on the bottom of 17? Let's see if there's any gas in there. Yeah. So I put those in there pretty tight. You know what? Maybe I'll just pull that fuel line off. Let's see. Put those pliers back? Yeah, I guess I did. Just see if there's any fuel. Pop this up. No. No, it still has not pulled it yet. I wonder if I don't have enough fuel in the tank. Well, we've been at this for a while, so I'm going to end the live now. Thanks for watching. Remember, we do videos tomorrow, so we do Wednesdays, Saturdays, short 3-day. Thanks for joining us. We will be back again next Tuesday with another live. Hopefully I'll have somebody here helping me. But thanks so much, and I'll tinker around with this and we'll give you an update.